What's up, y'all? This is Alias from Epitaph Records out of Oakland, California. Part 3 of my video blog. The last video blog that I did, I gave like a tour of my studio and showed the different pieces of equipment that I use to make my music. And a lot of people suggested to me that I show how I chop up drums on the MPC and how I put a beat together. So I'm going to do that on this video blog, and I'm going to show you how I put together a song for Sage Francis for his new record, Human the Death Dance, that comes out May 8th on Epitaph. It's a beat that I did for Sage in 2001, that he and I got together and worked on a song after the tour that we did in 2001, and he ended up using the lyrics from the song that he and I did on another beat, so he had this beat left over, and so when he started working on this new record, he asked me if I still had the discs for my MPC for this beat, and I do, because I keep all of them. And so I went through and found him, and he sent me an acapella of him rapping over this old beat, and then I kind of updated the beat, but I kept some of the old parts of it, the main parts of it. So check it out. Alright, so here we have the MPC 2000 XL. This is my main piece of equipment that I use to start any song that I do. And for I Keep Moving, I started with the drums. This is a not so rare breakbeat, but I like the drums. I like the sound of them. So get them into the MPC. And that's it. So then from there, I chopped up the drums into each little bit. So you got the bass kick here. You got one bass kick. Then you got a snare. Then you got two hi-hats, two different hi-hats. Got this one, and then a quiet hi-hat. Then a little roll. And then a little bit shorter, quieter snare. There's less to it there. And then another kick. So I map it out on here. I always do it this way when I'm working on beats. I always have the bass kick, the snare, hi-hat, and then another different bass kick down here. Because when you double up on these two, this one is accented more because it's got a hi-hat in the sample. So then when you play, it gives it more of a natural sound. You hear that? So this is what the song sounds like. Basic sound of the song is this. This is how it sounded when I started it in 2001. So that's just the basic version of the beat that I gave Sage in 2001. So the version of the beat that I gave Sage in 2001 was basically just drums in a loop, because that's all I was doing back then at that point. At this point now, I use a lot of synthesizers, a lot of keyboards, guitar, and I try and fill things out without having to rely on samples. So he had written a track to the old beat and then sent me the acapella. I basically laid it in Pro Tools and then tracked out from the old from the MPC from the old discs into Pro Tools so I could chop it up and sequence it and do different things to it, add things to it. So this is the acapella Sage sent me.
Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, I keep moving, I keep moving, I keep moving. I go from house to house, I stay committed like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I bounce, bounce. Yeah, I'm leaving this place. Divorce papers falling out my briefcase. Misintuition, the half-truth harlot. Got her suspicions, lacks proof but wants it. I've been practicing grabbing the noose when the knot slips, rewiring my mind to make the firing squad miss.
So he recorded that vocal take over the old beat, and what I did was updated it and added some 808 drums. Messed around with the main sample of the song, and also added some keyboard and piano and tambourine. So this is how it sounds now on the album.
Like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I bounce, yeah, I'm leaving this place. Divorce papers falling
There's
out.
a piano I added.
Misintuition, the half-truth harlot. Got her suspicions, lacks proof but wants it. I've been practicing grabbing the noose when the knot slip. And while they're busy reloading, I'm decoding the messages you sent with this key that I keep holding. But it's a copy and the lock seems broken. Got me choking on discussions I cannot keep open. I'm fully clothed in this cock tease moment. The last cigarette sits between my lips, but I will not smoke it. While it dangled, I got strangled by a second hand. Broke the ropes when I held my breath and let my chest expand. Threw the stogie to the lonely hitman for hire. Told him he owed me, he showed me that his hand's on fire. We didn't shake on it, he nodded, I nodded back. He lit the cigarette with his fingertip and dropped the gas. I started walking the tracks, should've tied me to. Waited for a train.
So that's it. That's what I did. I added everything to it afterwards, sent it back and forth with Sage a few times until we were both happy with it, and that was it. So that's how I make my beats. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Gonna be going on tour with Sage from the end of May to the middle of July through the US. So check my MySpace page for dates. It's myspace.com/alias, and hopefully I'll see you out on the road. Peace.